Welcome back. We are still in Farm Smart Show with Mr. Ben here at YPF Farm in in Gomba district, all the way from Kampala to Gomba. We are still looking at agribusiness, but specifically in goat farming. And he has taken us through the first steps and is still explaining to us how to rear goats successfully and earn from them. Yes, Mr. Ben, you're still telling us.
Yeah, now I was telling Ugandans that we have the best there is in the world. Only that in most cases, but I think we are asserting and we are ascertaining, we are confirming what our great, we the Baganda, our great people, the grandparents told us that walungi tewaba wanyu, meaning that good places are far from your home.
Yeah.
You get? So this is why many Ugandans are flying out of the country to go and find good pastures. But what kind of pastures are you going to look for that are not here really? So my assumption or my belief is that we are not considering what we have. We are taking for granted what we have, and we consider so much what others can give us. Yet that is never going to help us at any point. What we have to consider is the question, why are we on this part of the earth? We should have been in Russia, we should have been in Asia. But why are we here? 42% of Uganda's land is arable land. Arable land means what? That you can throw a bin there, you come to harvest.
Let me pose a question there. It is arable land, but why is it that Ugandans are still too lazy to use it for like?
This is what I'm talking about. Countries like UAE, zero is arable land. Zero land is arable land. But they import only 20% of what they eat. So we also have here a type of rice called Pakistan. But can you imagine, why would Uganda import rice? We have a lot of swamp areas, we have a lot of land, arable land. Actually, even here in Uganda, we can have land grow without swamps. The rice can grow on dry areas here in Uganda because of the fertility and because of the warmth and the water. So what am I trying to arrive at? We are so lazy. We have been erased. Our brains have been erased, like soil erosion. So we have gone through a disaster called brain erosion, and our brains have been taken away by maybe air, I don't know, or by water. And we think that to be better, we have to have some association or affiliation with those white people.
Mr. Ben,
yes.
Why are most Ugandans not yet into agribusiness?
They have a lot of excuses. Those excuses are very, very valid. They are actually very valid. They are very okay. You can excuse yourself as many times as you wish, but let me tell you, poverty has no excuses. I don't have land. I don't have expertise. I don't have feeds. I don't have drugs. Vets are very expensive. I've tried several times to do ABCD, but I've not been able to do it. So let me keep sleeping. My dear friends, those excuses are valid, but they are only going to be valid when you still have something on the plate. The moment something is zero on your plate, you'll find out that you had no option but to do agribusiness. So agribusiness is one of, and the other thing is the problem, I think, that we have been erased. We think that we have to sell a camera, we have to sell a microphone, we have to deal in clothes, then we can get money. That is not true. We have to do a lot of things. We can be producers. We may not be the best manufacturers of cameras or cars, but we can be the best manufacturers of organic agribusiness products, say coffee. So we have reached a point where you do not even have to have land. You don't have to have expertise. You don't have to have labor. You don't have to have security. You don't have to have anything, just capital. We have two packages at YPA. We have what we call the active package and the passive package. Active package is the package we give to those people who have land and who have the passion to do goats and they have the capacity to do goats. We just give them breeds, good breeds. We just give them good breeds, and we also give them good knowledge and skills on how to manage these goats. You get? So we give them the goats, we give them the good skills, they go and do it from afar, from their own farms. Then after, because they are our members, after our outgrowers, we provide markets. Right now we have markets, but our members are given a higher price when we are buying from them. Then non-members, we give them a low price. You understand? So we give them market. After giving them the knowledge, they go practice. Then we give them the knowledge. Then we have also what we call a passive package. A passive package is a package that we give to those people like you who are very busy. You don't have time to do the goats. It is a lot of mess. Goats are dirty, rain, what. You have to travel to the farm. Then you have to be on TV. So those people who don't have land, they don't have labor, some of them don't have time, some of them don't have fear losses. Because do not think that what goats only give money, they also give losses. But in case someone fears to make losses, someone fears to waste their time on the goats, maybe they have tried and it has not worked out, we have what we call a passive package. You buy goats and everything is bought. When you buy goats with us, you sign a contract. A goat is at 550. So you buy it, you leave it with us. Just like if you buy land now here, you will not bring a car and park the land to your home in Kampala. You leave it here, but what do you take? An agreement or a title. You understand? So when you buy goats with us, in case you want what we call a passive package, you come buy goats, leave them here. You sign a contract that I bought 5 goats with them, and I've left the goats with them, and I hope to get 100% in profits per year, and I'll not do anything. They will give me 100% of my capital per year for 3 years, and this is how much I expect. This is how much I'll pay them, and everything is kawa. Why is a goat at 500? It is 100% insured. In case this goat dies, I don't lose.
I was going to ask you about insurance.
Yes. This goat, even in case it dies, the investor doesn't lose, and we as the company don't also lose. Why? Because we have insured these goats 100%. So why do we insure them? We want to be safe. Now imagine all these 600 goats die in a day. All of them die. What happens?
It's a huge loss.
It's a huge loss, exactly. So we do not want to lose 1 billion shillings in just a blink of an eye. So we insure these goats that even when one dies, the insurance replaces. Because I might not have enough time, enough money to always replace. But since insurance covers this all, we are 100% guaranteed that even when a goat dies of 500, it will still be produced. Another goat of 500 will be still replaced, and I will not lose any money. So you don't need labor. We have changed the setting of farming. If you don't have the time to do it yourself, let's do it for you. We are experts in this. We have been doing this for 12 good years. We have only 2 months to 13 years. So as we celebrate our 13th anniversary, you can come and we do the goats for you. And just like these people, I don't know if the camera people have showed you around. We have over 60 people are here. Over 60. I think they're about 70 or something. They have come to see their own goats. These goats we are seeing here, I don't know whether they have shot it, but each goat has maybe a tag, but a tag has a different initials on it. For example, you can see this one is Kun, the other one is Gal, the other one is Pen. So they all have different names, and they are all owned by different investors. And these investors have come today to see the goats they put their money in.
Is YPL rigid? Why would someone trust you and like invest in YPL?
One, of course, we have been given a lot of platforms like Smart. We are on Smart TV, we are on Bouquet Day, so many stations. Yeah. We are there not because we have a lot of money so that we pay for airtime. We are there because people like the management of Smart see what we do, the good in us, so they give us platforms so that we can tell people. So 12 years is good reason. It's good reason for you to know that these people are really legit. One, we are a registered company, limited by guarantee. So we have been here for some good time. We have what we call a reserve fund in case we have problems, and we have what we call certificates of registration and incorporation. We have trade licenses. We have our permanent locations. So This is not something of a scheme. This is a business. You understand? It's like you have hired someone, some professional, to come and do your accounts. You understand? Why do we hire accountants? We hire accountants because they have more knowledge than us. So for us, the expertise we have is in the goats. And we have the land. Very huge land. I don't know whether the camera can show, but if you look this side, you'll not see homes. You see this side, you'll not see homes. You'll see this side. Just farmland. So all this land is here waiting for you who has no land to come and do the farming on this land. We give you free labor. We give you free expertise. Security people are here, guns and whatever. We have the expertise. That is the very important thing. And mind you, you are unlimited.
What's the maturity period of these goats?
Maturity, the lifespan of a goat is 8 years. 8 years. But for us, we sell goats at 6 years. Why? We don't want to reach the age that insurance cannot cover. Okay. Yes, insurance cannot compensate for goats that have died because of natural death. They only insure goats or compensate for goats that have died of diseases, and they also don't insure goats that are below 3 months. So here is where our expertise comes in, because we have to raise this goat from day 1 to 3 months without insurance. In case we lose goats below 3 months, that is our personal loss as a company. So we have to raise using our expertise.
So how many does it produce in a year?
It produces one. This is custom design. This is not the gestation period of a goat is 6 months. Altogether, 6 months. What does it mean? It produces twice a year. But in this case of our agribusiness production, we are not doing agriculture, we are doing agribusiness. So we are not looking at numbers, we are looking at the quality. If a goat is at 500, it means I have to make sure it feeds well when it is still young. I have to sacrifice something. If a problem or something unplanned happens and this goat gives birth to 2 kids, I have to kill one so that I remain with one. Why? Because I want it to feed well so that it can grow very fast and it can give me the yields I'm expecting. You understand? So our goat as YPA, our goat is made to produce 1 kid, and after producing 1 kid, then we sell, rather we make sure it doesn't give, we do what we call family planning, so that we can get a very heavy goat like that of 1 year. Are you together? Yes. So to get a very heavy goat, we have to make sure they produce 1 kid so that we can get one that can buy 3 kids. Are you together? That is why most goats are 200, 150. So you buy one, we give, so in 1 year, you get 5 goats. The second year, you get 5 goats. The other year, you get 5 goats. So you pay us 5 goats. In other words, you give us 1 goat per 4 goats. You have given us 1 goat. We have multiplied it by 4. We have given you 4 goats. So you give us 1, you take 3. Are you together? This is our labor. This is our land. This is our expertise. Yes, that's how we benefit from the project. You give us 5 goats, we multiply them by 4, you give us 5. So we take 1 goat per 4 Per 4 goats. You understand? That is how we do.
Yes, Mr. Ben.
Yes.
Someone out there watching Smart 24 TV, watching Farm Smart Show, would like to know, because for you, 12 years, that indicates that you have enough experience. Someone out there would like to know how to sustain goat business.
All you need to do is have a perfected routine. Goats are a routine. If you come in your office today morning and you clean it, you wash it, you smoothen the table, you clean it very well. So these goats also need the same care. You have to clean a goat's pen every day. You have to make sure you do a very well selection of backs. Do not bring docile backs. You know, a docile back always has four legs. The back of the 4 legs are always clean, just like you can see these goats. They are the female goats, their four legs are clean. So the 4 legs of the back that is active has to be dirty. They have to be dirty. So avoid inbreeding. Inbreeding is a very, very difficult problem here in Africa. We do a lot of inbreeding. Inbreeding means a sister or a related gene meets with a related gene, so they happen to get babies. It's like you marrying your sister and then give birth to something. That's something you give birth. Sometimes it has no ear, it has no eye.
It also affects animals.
A lot. So these problems have caused us a very, very much losses, and this is why very many people have failed to make money from the goats. They give birth to kids, and kids die on 2 days old, maybe 3 days. So you have to avoid a lot of things. And by the way, because this is a TV show, we cannot be here for the rest of the day. Yeah. You have to come to people who have done it. Visit our farms, visit our offices. We have books written. We can guide you free of charge. Free of charge. Even when you can organize like meetings, maybe in Kapchorwa, I don't know wherever the world is, you can organize meetings and we will come free of charge. We don't even need fuel because this is what we are good at and this is what we are selling. We want Ugandans to make money. Don't ask us how we gain, because if you have goats, we can come and buy them. We sell them at an increased price. You understand? You sell the goats, because how can you sell to us goats that you don't have? So we guide you have the goats. Then when we need them, we can come and buy them. So this is how we gain. Make sure you have the goats. If you don't have the goats, come we rear together. Free land, free labor, everything. You just get 100% in returns each year without any risk of loss.
Yes, Mr. Ben, tell us about the challenges faced in this business.
There are very many challenges, just like you have seen. Rain has disorganized them. They are not, if you see a goat like this, you can see the tail. So this tail is like this because of the problem of it is now coldness. So goats don't want coldness. And because Uganda is so blessed with much rain, when it rains in the rainy season, we use a lot of expenses to maintain the goats. So you have to make sure it is always draining. It is always draining. Then you have to make sure you have hydrogen peroxide at the site. You have pen and strap because they are going to be limping all the time. So we have some few problems, but most of the problems are handled with management. You have to get a good management that will handle those problems. Just like we have drought. But we cannot only wait for rain. We can find water beneath the soil and we use that water. You understand? So most of the problems have been solved, but we have had them for a long time. And sometimes you find the drought has made all those shrubs dry. So when they are dry, that's when we get the supplementary feeds that we have planted and stored in our storage facilities. So make sure, as a farmer, one, the other problem that we have is we don't have enough proper vets. Yes. Sometimes you find people who have certificates, but they are not experts like they present themselves to be. You understand? Fake documents. They are not fake documents. They are legit documents, but they have fake brains in as far as the field they presume to be experts at is concerned. Yes. So that challenge is also a big challenge, but here at YPF Farm, we train our own vets. You come with your documents, we train you. We tell you what to exactly do, then we can let you handle, and we can maybe help you handle other people. We also train people from zero. They have maybe senior 4 certificates. We teach them this is this, and it does this. This is the hands-on skills, and these people have managed very many big farms, both animals, both cattle and goats and sheep. So we have very many challenges, but those challenges, they are called challenges so that we can challenge them. They are not challenges that they can challenge us. They are challenges so that they can be challenged. So those challenges make the game easy and sweet. Imagine Liverpool is playing with Man U, but they are all shooting at the same goal. It doesn't make sense. So the challenges make the game so interesting in that we can come and present our goat and we say that is for 550. Do you know the challenges we go through to raise that goat? So the challenges call for the price. You understand? So I will give you the price of my daughter depending on how much I've invested in her. You understand? That is why here in Banyankole, you give us 20 goats, 20 cows, we give you one girl. Yeah, you understand? The challenges we go through to raise that daughter to a place where you find her. So don't think this is a joke. So the challenges make the business interesting and make it earn us money. Without challenges, we don't have money.
Yes, Mr. Ben, which mistakes should someone out there avoid?
The biggest mistakes you should avoid are 1, inbreeding; 2, dampness in your pen house; 3, having very many goats, over 100, then you don't have a vet. That is a disaster. You have to have a vet doctor or a vet, at least paramedic. You have to have something. Then 3, you have to have good breeds that suit the target of your market. If you avoid these 3, then you always follow the other routine that I mentioned about. I'm telling you, these mistakes are the ones hindering us from getting money. And if we avoid them, we are going to get money from the goats business.
Yes, lastly, let's talk about the interesting part, the main part of it, market.
We have very huge market. Right now, we have an order, a standing order, that we have failed to sign the contract for because it demands of huge numbers of goats. They want 10,000 heads of goats per month. YPA as a farm, we have 48,000. We don't even have 50,000. Yes, yet we are the biggest farm in Uganda. You understand? Yeah. So the biggest farm has only less than 50, and the market is demanding for 10,000 per. So it means in 5 months we'll be out. It is what we call KO, a knockout. You understand? Yeah. So for us to maintain that market, we have to multiply the goats as much as possible. This is the initiative that Ugandans have decided to take, and this is the initiative as YPA we have focused on. When we multiply the goats, contracts like these will not go. Yeah. We will have to supply them all the time. We have enough supply, and in future, that is 3 to 4 years from now, we are going to start a factory. A factory will be consuming about more than 50 goats a day. 50 goats a day. So it means with these many goats, we'll be able to supply this factory. And once we supply this factory, we'll determine how much we get from, because we want now the horns and the hooves, we want to make buttons. The hair, we want to make jackets, we want to make blankets and pillows. Then the skin, we want to make shoes, leather bags. Yes, you understand? Then the meat we sell to the supermarkets and we export. Then the bones, we make calcium. So we want to make the goat eaten and sold at a very appropriate price, rather than selling it at the price we usually sell it.
There's something that people always miss out or leave out. It is goat's milk. Talk
Yes.
about goat's milk. Why is it not yet on market?
Yeah, it is not yet on market because Ugandans have not realized how good it is. We are now selling about 500 liters per week to Germany.
Of goat's milk?
Yes.
Wow.
And we are still trying to study the project because we cannot call on the public to come and be partners before we realize that we have everything under control. So goat's milk is also another product that is very, very beneficial in as far as making money from agribusiness is concerned, but it needs a lot of research. You have to study the goats, you have to know what feeds, you have to know how do I take care of the goats, pregnant mothers, then how many kilos do I have to give on a daily, something like that. You understand? So goat's milk is also another product, another business to look at, but we should also consider a number of things, not just goat's milk, not just meat. We have also what we call breeding. We have a lot of breeding farms here. They sell breeding goats. Yeah. You come, they sell you this goat, gives birth to 2, and they tell you this and that. So that is also another market, just like in South Africa. Most of the farms there do what we call breeding. Yeah, they sell breeding pieces.
Okay.
Yes, so do either breeding, do meat production, do milk production, or do value addition like we are going to do.
Your last words.
My last words. Uganda is very privileged to be at this location. The problems with us are because we do not believe we are blessed. We need to change our attitude, not our altitude. Very many Ugandans have changed their attitude, but very many Ugandans have changed their altitude. We should always focus on changing our attitude, not our altitude. Our location is the best in the whole world. But we are leaving here diamond, we are leaving here gold, silver, and we are rushing outside to come and get what we call sand. So make sure you exploit what you have before you go hunting for what is not actually even existing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome.
I believe your information is going to be so useful to the Ugandans, especially the youths.
We're so much humbled by the fact that Smart 24 has visited us, and we hope that you do not just watch for the entertainment, but you watch for learning. And when you learn and don't practice, you have no difference at all from this person that has not watched. So make sure you who have watched, you benefit, and you also ask more about the goats. You fall in love and you see how much juice we get, we who have discovered what happens in the goats.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Wow, if you've been following from the start, I believe you've learned something from our show. In most cases, wealth is hidden in fear. So many people are afraid of starting, sustain, and gain from farming. Our farmers explain that there is ready market for our goats. Just have to step up and be ready to face any challenge, be it losses or anything.